started because there was a lack of hardcore bands in San Diego at the time. I remember the name coming about kind of was because, like, you know, Gorilla Biscuits and Youth of Today and all those bands like weren't straight edge anymore, and how we're gonna be straight edge, and so we're Unbroken because we're still straight edge because we went through that era of hardcore.
You know you bred me some other time, some other place, but the words never hit quite this hard. Now you're looking at me, some kind of new life. Well, this new life is not as new as you wish.
I wanted to put out a 7-inch. That was my dream. Like, I just want to put out a 7-inch. I love records so much, and just to like be like basically immortalized on a piece of wax, like it just means the world to me.
Airing it out again. Here I am, cleaning up myself again.
When it was all done, I felt more than happy, you know, about what was done and what was accomplished by us, and all the things we got to do, the people we met, the records we put out, the places we saw. There was times it was so loud, the crowd, that I couldn't even hear the music on stage. That's when I knew, like, wow, we actually did it. Like, we're like somewhat of a benchmark in hardcore history. Like, we did it, you know, like kids actually still cared about us. And
Forever! 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 Forever!
I'm Brian, by the way.
Are you gay?
What?
Are you gay?
Am I good?
Gay.
Gay? Yeah.
Okay, I only did it for like 6 or 7 months, and I made like $10 each night. But it was really cool, man. It was a learning experience, you know. I learned a lot about my body, you know, and how my butt can kind of hurt after a while.
These kids coming up to me like every night with like Life Over Dread tattoos and things like that. It's just so flattering, and it's amazing to me that we meant something to kids, that they would at least remember us, let alone get tattooed. You know, I never thought we'd be one of those bands, and I mean, in my opinion, I guess we are, because I see it all the time, and it's amazing. he always had kind of like an emotional roller coaster. Like one day he'd be like the happiest kid in the world, and the next day he would just like want to jump off the bridge, you know. And he just kind of had emotional problems. And you know, and after Unbroken was done, I didn't see him too often, and you know, I saw him like sporadically. And I remember seeing him, I don't know, maybe like a couple weeks before it happened. I saw him at a record store, and we talked for a long time, and it was really nice seeing him. And he was kind of messed up, and you know, it was just really good to see him. And because you don't imagine your friends just passing like that. And I feel really bad because a few days before it happened, he had called me and said, hey, I really want to hang out, like let's go out to dinner and do some stuff. And I said, hey, I can't this weekend. And I was at home, and a friend of mine called and said, hey, I think Eric's dead. And I said, shut up, you know, and I didn't believe it at all. And then Steve had called me up like maybe 45 minutes later. It was just like pretty early in the morning, like around like 8:30, 9 in the morning. And Steve had called me and said, hey, I think it's true, Eric's dead. And he was crying, and I was shocked. I didn't know what to do, and I just dropped the phone, and I just kind of freaked out. And I tried calling the last number that I had for him, and no one was answering, and I didn't know what was going on. And then later on in the day, it hit, you know, yeah, he's dead. And you know, they found his body in a hotel, and yeah, it was horrible. Just knowing that, like, someone that you went through so much with in a band, like sitting in a van, like talking and like writing lyrics with, and like writing music and playing shows and all these things with someone for so long, and now they're gone, and you're never gonna see them again. They're never gonna, and I don't know, a piece of me died, like really bad. And I think about it at least like once or twice a week. It just hits me like I wish Eric was around. Like I'd love to do a band with Eric right now. Like he was so talented. He was so talented. Like, I mean, he could write some good lyrics if he wanted to. But music-wise, that guy was incredible, and it's just such a waste. You know, there's no more great songs are ever gonna come out of him. You know, ever again. It's done, and that hurts a lot too, because I know how attached he was to music, and when he wrote songs, it was like therapy to him.